Doesn't really look like it's bleeding.
No more using the winch with the four-wheeler to get these things down.
A little wobbly. I think OSHA would approve of this.
Do not ride on this equipment. I don't think I've been trained on that either.
Not one regret. More space back there to store more.
Welcome back. What's up, tubes? So, sounds a little bright.
I'm blinded by that fucking hot light.
It's an interesting weekend. So I don't know if you remember. Oh lordy, I don't know how many videos back it went. It was something to do with when we just had this shop built that I wanted to get a lift to store snowmobiles. Goal is to bring this snowmobile up. The post will go right around over here, and the platform of the lift is about 5 feet wide. This snowmobile will go up, that snowmobile will get tucked under, so everything will slide over, or the four-wheeler will go on the lift. The whole goal is to make more room. As you can see, we have a little special delivery today. We got a lift. Found a deal. Fred Meyer, Kroger brand, whatever. They're doing a whole remodel on all of their stores, every single one of their stores. And this, they use it as a freight lift. I'm going to use it as a toy lift. Contractors are getting rid of them. Found it on the marketplace. I was the first one. I was literally browsing the marketplace and she popped up. Picked it up. Super cheap. Yeah, security gate that came with it. Don't know what I'm gonna do with that, but I'm thinking that's gonna be the platform for the snowmobile. So if we're done, we can lift and still drain. And it just came with a free paddle. I don't know. This is gonna be a project this weekend. So that's my birthday present to myself. Half a century's gone by. Not one regret. Not one regret. Actually, yeah, maybe a little regret. What I figured out over the last 10 years or 15 years, I wish I put more time and effort to learning that 30 to 35 years ago. Anyway, we don't want to get into that. Let's figure out what we're gonna do here. So I guess first step before we get all this stuff. I just bought the lift and everything else came with it extra. Don't know if I'll use it or not, but we'll see. Fortunately, I could not run it for a little test run beforehand to make sure it worked. So we're going to, these tines are probably pretty heavy. I don't know if they're both, all right. So I didn't get a chance to test run it before I picked it up, but he said it was in working condition. It was in a Connex box. And they're getting ready to ship her out. So, bigger shop, more crap. We have to do a little rewire job. Put a little longer cord on it, and I saw the remote here. This is gonna need some love. Old fashioned. Up and down, I don't know why the up is taped. Maybe there's a reason why I got it so cheap. All right, so you're gonna witness this with me if I'm gonna be emotions of super stoked or emotions of pure disappointment. I don't know, maybe I'll just die right now and just get electrocuted. Sorry, I'm trying to hold the camera and plug this in. All right, we're plugged in. Made in America though. So we got that going for us. So there's no instructions, but you don't need instructions. I need to set this thing down. It works. So end goal, the snowmobile will be up high. Not sure what that was, but it did not sound good. Oh, you got a little, there's a lock there. So It seems backwards. Why would there be a lock to keep it from going higher? Oh, that's supposed to open, so it goes up. It doesn't make sense. Anyway, and we just blew the breaker again. All right, let's, we know it goes up, we know it goes down. Let's see what's in the old behind the control panel here. And this probably isn't very efficient either because it's, I don't know how old it is. Definitely not new, you can tell by the color. So we have 1996 is when that shipped. Kroger equipment. Fred Meyer, Coeur d'Alene. I'm assuming Fred Meyer was built in 1996. So this has been in that store since the store was new. And now it's in my garage. That looks new. I don't know if any of you know or have any information on this machine. Feel free to drop me an old comment. Part-timer. Weight limit 1,500 pounds. So that's a hydraulic hose. Probably gonna need a new one of those. It's fraying a little bit. All right. I'm going to, oh, and if you want to, it does move around. Ooh, so I got that going for me. I did want to see how high it went. Let's see if we blow a breaker. That's nice. All right, we're maxed out. He said it goes about 11 feet. So we're up there in no riding. So it's multi-purpose. I don't have to use it just for storing the snowmobiles or the four-wheeler. I don't have to use the winch to get the tracks down anymore. Get the Christmas stuff. It's got all kinds of uses. This is a purchase that, at least in my mind, was worth it.
Perfect.
All right, I think we found its home. It's not perfectly straight. So what I ended up doing is taking the, so what that steel piece was the door. I took the frame off and the tines are about 36 inches. I already forgot. Anyway, the length of the tines are almost exactly the same width as the door. The tines come to about right here. So I cut some baFers that I had laying around. Use those for extra bracing underneath the wire mesh that's a little weak. And I'm drilling holes to fasten the baFers in on each side just to give a little extra lifting strength. Onward. We'll just go up. All right, now we need to check some clearances. Clarence. So, may have to remove this shelf because I want this directly centered with the tines and the lift. Although most of the weight will be forward because the snow will be facing, well, before I had to flip-flop them, one forward and one forward that way. So they get them as tight as they could because they kind of feel like a puzzle piece, just like they are right now. But with one being in the air, I don't have to do that anymore. So, a lot of things that are into account. The tunnel is going to be damn near all the way against the wall. Huh. Let me ponder this. I'll be right back. You know what? I may just have to try it. I'm going to have to do some experimenting, see what works, what doesn't. Can't make a decision on the fly right now on camera. I want both sleds facing the same direction. No, it's the OCD in me. So when I was talking about the tunnel, the skis overhang. So once I clean up all that, the skis will be fine. I just discovered something. The nose of this, when it's up, might not clear that with a tunnel wood. This is gonna take some ghetto nearing. So let's go back. This shelf is definitely gonna have to be removed. Actually, seeing how wide that shelf is? Oh yeah. Way overthinking this. Because the snowmobile's not gonna be all the way back there. Sled's gonna be here. The width of that, well, basically from here to the wall. So I'm gaining a couple feet, 3-4 feet. Let's get to makeshift engineering. The short has been diagnosed. It was in the box. There was a loose ground wire floating around in there. Took the box apart. Got it rewired, tightened up the bottom cord. That was kind of a hot mess. And no more shorting. So, shall we go for our first ride up? Got tested with a human before a snowmobile, right? Ha, I think I got that backwards. But it's perfect. Multi-use. Snowmobile can live up here. But now, look at that. No more using the winch with the four-wheeler to get these things down. Just take a nice ride up. Oh, the rafters are here. A lot of shit up there. So multi-purpose. Easy. Grab those. A little wobbly. I don't think OSHA would approve of this much. I don't know. Let's go down. Next we'll dry fit the snowmobile up here. Awesome. And these 2x4s, the 2x4s are working great. Oh, what does it say right there? Do not ride on this equipment. I don't think I've been trained on that either. Oh well. Breaking the law, breaking the law. Time to get this bad boy up there. I realized there was probably a lot of camera shake noise. So I put the mic on. Sorry about that earlier. But we're on. There's a learning curve. It fits. Measured correctly. We look kind of center. I was eyeing up these the door frame here, these pieces. And I might use those as extra added strength for under the floor. So let's just go up a little bit, see what she does. So that other shelf, definitely gonna have to remove this too. Maybe the tires. This is the point in the program. If you're still watching, thank you. Did not expect you to still be watching by now, but if you are, you're committed. Appreciate that. This is where I start talking to myself a lot. The shelf's definitely gonna have to come out, I think. Because I need to go up 4 feet. This has to be up 4 feet in order for that to slide under there. So let's take that shelf down. There we go. Shelf is out. Needed 4 feet. So the difference of where this was stopped last and how much the more distance I needed to go, which is just a hair over a foot. The distance from the tunnel up to there gained was a 2 foot difference. So that should slide under that. No problemo. There's my nerd brain thinking, how cool would it be to underglow this? Nerd stuff. Remember, I just rearranged, just cleaned the shop. Here we are, redoing everything. It's all dirty again, but super easy to clean now. This is how much more room it gave me. So the other snowmobile, I'll have to look back at the video, came out to about here. And then the four-wheeler was parked here. Now, from there, I'll park the four-wheeler in here. Bingo, bango. I gotta move a bunch of crap. The next fit, oh,
Before we go on that, yes, some of you are probably already roasting or thinking, idiot. I'm going to attach this to the tines or the forks, so this doesn't slide off. That's about right where my calculations were when I told you I was cutting the wood. So we'll attach this to the tines, to the forks, so it doesn't slide off and get all wobbly and wonkily. I'm not going to drill through the tines because if any of you had any experience ever drilling holes through tines on forks, it's a cocksucker. Damn near need a drill press or some kind of one of those heavy duty magnetic drills that suck down, portable drill presses. That's hardened steel. I think it's hardened steel. I'm not sure what the hell it is. If you know, let me know. But I don't have the equipment to drill through that or spend all night doing it. So we'll fasten it a different way. Got some ideas. So now I'm gonna clean up this and try to get that, slide that under here, and we'll go from there. All right, the big reveal. It actually kind of turned out how I thought it would in my head, which rarely happens. Still a few minor tweaks and adjustments, but pretty stoked right now. There she is. So I gained all of this extra space, and when you're dealing with a small shop, and it's small comparatively, it's a 30 by 22, 30 wide, 22 deep. Every little space counts. Like, sweet. Yeah, this is the outside furniture. Got to move it back outside. Be a little party. That's why it's in here. Anyway, I digress. Worked out. So now that bad boy flip right into here. Plow goes right here. Yeah, this, you could consider this wasted space, but tomato. More space back there to store more shit. Awesome. On to the next project. Cleaning again and building more shelves for more storage space for all of the crap that I took off of those shelves there. You have to relocate those shelves. Gosh, I don't know where. Oh yeah, and don't worry. I know these things do have a habit. You never trust hydraulics, especially one with this age. I know it might leak or drop, as most hydraulics do unless they're brand new. Even then, I wouldn't trust it. So I am going to try to rig up a way to either lock it there, or I'll do some kind of a pole I can shove underneath the tines here just to keep it from dropping. You never know. Never put 100% faith in hydraulic stuff. And look, and so that door, when I was taking the signs off, this is kind of hilarious. Right here. As some of you may already know, this lift has not been working properly. A technician came in today and the parts have been ordered. We can use it, but we are not to leave anything on it, and it needs to be lowered to the ground. So that right there tells me that it does bleed. It doesn't really look like it's bleeding. I guess the only way for me to know would be to put a measurement on, pull that snowmobile out and do a test overnight. Back to doing whatever. All right, we do have a quick little update. I did put a brace in there right here. Pretty much verified that it does drop a little bit, but with this brace, if we drop it, it catches. So you go back up, drop, she'll stop. So that's our safety mechanism. But it's time to get something to eat because I am starving. I still have yet to build and find spots for that. Okay, new day. It is, well, new day. The next day. It did well overnight, but I had that metal beam in there so it wouldn't drop. So we changed some things up here. Took out that metal beam. I cut two baFers to brace up. Those easily just pull out. Added a couple extra little bracings and wheels. So when this drops all the way down, we can slide that out if I need to. And the pallet that came with it, pretty fancy pallet on the other side, is cherry for a redneck. I can put that on there to get up there to get that crap down. And we redid the shelves. I raised the tire rack up a little bit, so this is actually now a little higher. So there's plenty of clearance for the sled clearance. And shortened up the shelves, made it a little neater. So I think the project's done. Get the sled under there and see how she looks. there we have it. This over yonder. Still a little cleaning up to do, but woohoo! So the four-wheeler originally with the plow, where it was sitting, was right about here. It was right almost close to the pellet stove. So this brought us give us a little more room. And just in general, it looks better. And if you need to work on a sled or a four-wheeler, because people like myself in old age, you hate bending over and leaning over, want to change a spindle, stand up and be totally comfortable. So anyway, that's going to do it for this video. Got any questions, feel free to drop a comment. I'll try to answer it. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye. Oh, one more thing. It's my birthday. That was my birthday present to myself. I'm 50. What's your excuse? Do something. Go out and have fun. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.